name is Andy Bull, and I'm a furry. What I want to talk about today in this video is basically, don't be afraid to be a furry. Don't be afraid to come out. You shouldn't be. And I want to just talk about it and hopefully shed light onto newer members of the fandom and help them feel better about it and actually feel like they can actually be open about it. There's something that Uncle Kage once said, because all the time he gets youngsters that come over to him and talk to him about, you know, my parents know that I'm gay, but I don't know how to tell them that I'm a furry. And he can only think that, you know, why are you scared? You have some of the most talented, imaginative people, puppeteers, costumers, gathered into one fandom, into one convention, into one small space, and you get to interact with them, no matter who you are. And when I heard that, I agreed, wholeheartedly. Why should you be afraid to tell your parents that you're a part of something immensely magical? I mean, it may be weird to conservative parents or something, but it's entirely a beautiful thing. When I'm fursuiting, my favorite reaction that I get from people, well, my favorite reaction that I get from kids is they're kind of like starstruck and frozen, just like, what am I seeing? And the parent is like walking away, pulling them away, and they're still just staring at me in wonder and amazement. I love that. That is my favorite reaction. That's what it's all about. It's about the magic of the animal kingdom. It's about the creativity that goes in this fandom. And those are all positive things. I'm sorry, I have a book in my lap. Those are all really positive things. You shouldn't be afraid. It's everything good and beautiful about this fandom overlaps anything terrible you can hear. It really does. I found out that I was a furry. I usually say when I was like 12, but I think it was later than that. I think it was maybe like 14, 15. And I'm going to be 20 soon. And with my experience in the fandom, like even just going fursuiting in public, everyone is gonna love you. I've gotten stopped for pictures, I've had people laugh, I've had people smile. And like every time I get a chance, when my mom goes to work, I suit up and I go into her work just to mix up someone's day. Because they're gonna go home and they're gonna have dinner and they're gonna say, oh, guess what, Larry? You'll never believe what I saw today. It was this dog character walking around Walgreens. It was awesome. And they're gonna either have pictures or just stories to tell about it. And that's gonna change up their day. That's whether it's in a good way or it's in a bad way. That's gonna mix it up. And who likes having the same old boring day over and over again? Nobody. Why should you be afraid to be a part of something so positive? I don't know. And to all you new furs that are out there, even to just older members that are still shy about being a part of the fandom, you're not alone. You never are. You're in a community of people that are literally all over the world that have the same hobbies and the same interests as you. You have people who make a living off of this type of thing. And it's the most creative magic. You can invent entire worlds inside your own head. A good friend of mine, he's an amazing writer, and he tells me about his stories all the time. And he's only 20, and He hasn't thought about making a series or a book or anything. And I've watched him grow as a person, and I'm just blown away every time he tells me more about stories. Because he just offhand, he just, oh, here's a song or whatever, new part of the story. And it's amazing. It's amazing what our minds can do. It's amazing what our creativity can do. It's the raising of money, just the volunteering to go and do something and make someone else's day. Again, I just gotta say, don't be afraid. Be proud. You're a part of something bigger than anyone can imagine. And this is coming from some little 20-year-old who doesn't have a job. I do YouTube, I draw, I'm not very well known in the fandom. I've gone to conventions and I've seen, younger furs that are just starting out and they have their fursuit, and I remember being that. I remember that, just going to my first con and having my first fursuit. I was so starstruck and just happy to be there. I was nervous, but I was finally in my own world. And my parents were there. My parents have their own characters that they created. My dad is a hellhound. My mom is a cat dolphin thing. I haven't come across one person that hated me for being a furry. I haven't. I really haven't. And if I have, I don't remember them. So they don't matter. But I know, I see the newer furs at the conventions, and I just think to myself, don't worry. One day you're gonna be up there. You're gonna be big. You're gonna feel as awesome as you are. I guess that's all that I can really say. Just believe in yourself and know that you are a part of something amazing.